Hey, it's April 17th, Sunday night. Solo Joe here, and got a wonderful song. I love it, and it's maybe it's built for people with bad voices, so I'm going to fit right in here. A Broadway show is being put together about 1647 in New Amsterdam, the Dutch colony, where the boss of the place was Peter Stuyvesant, old Pegleg, and Peter is getting interested in a young woman who already was in love with a young man, and somehow the powers that be managed to get the young man sent to jail. He's going to be hung, and he managed to slip the rope around his waist instead of his neck, and Peter Stuyvesant is understands how clever that was, so he frees him. In the meantime, he's been after the young woman, and Walter Huston played the role. Walter Huston, father of John Huston, great director, who was in turn the father of Angelica Huston, great actress, and so on down the line. And Walter did not have much of a singing voice. He could carry a tune, but not with any quality great. So he'd be half talking this tune. And so he said, I want a song. And Kurt Weill and Maxwell Anderson, who wrote the music and lyrics for the show, put one together. It is said in 2 hours of an afternoon. And here we go. And I got to mention, one of my favorite people, Jimmy Durante. If this was a song for a guy with a gruff voice, it's no wonder that Jimmy Durante, later on in the 50s or the 60s, made a marvelous recording of it. And you think, how could a guy like that sing such a love song? Well, Jimmy did a lot of things beautifully. Anyway, here we go. September song. In the beginning, it gets to be about, look, I'm an oldish man. I don't have time for all your youngish fooling around. I'm getting old, the time's going by. And he says, for it's a long, long time from May to December, but the days grow short when you reach September, his life. And the autumn weather turns the leaves to flame, but I haven't got time for the waiting game. So he's wooing this young woman, and at the same time kind of saying, hurry up. For it's a long, long time from May to December, but the days grow short when you reach September, and the autumn weather turns the leaves to flame. One hasn't got time for the waiting game. Oh, the days dwindle down to a precious few. September, November, and these few precious days I'll spend with you. These golden days I'll spend with you. For it's a long, long time from May to December, But the days grow short when you reach September, and the autumn weather turns the leaves to flame. One hasn't got time for the waiting game. Oh, the days dwindle down to a precious few. September, November, and these few precious days I'll spend with you. These golden days I'll spend with you. What a pretty song. What a pretty song, you know? And it's funny, it's interesting to know the story as to how it took place, what it meant in the show. But most of us who have heard this in later years had no idea about that. And it was a pretty song anyway, you know? So it works on, as they say today, on many levels. On this day, before I sign off, big congratulations to our granddaughter Katie, who took third place in a national voice competition in Sarasota, Florida this weekend. And her friend Jenna, with whom she's a co-student at Westminster Choir College, took first place. So the ladies really swept them down there. And go WCC, you know, nice going. So I think that's it for today. And tomorrow night, Monday, we'll dig up some idea to work on this week. And Sweetness will be back. And we'll see you then. Good night.